Good afternoon. We would like to take this opportunity to provide an update to the community on the homicides in the Rocky River Reservation on June 4th, 2019, and continue to ask for the public's assistance in this investigation. Catherine Brown, known as Kate, and Carnell Sledge were friends and had been friends for several years. It was common for them to socialize together. We know that the two victims arrived to the park on June 4th in separate vehicles at approximately 5:04 p.m. to the pull-off lot north of the Lorraine Road Bridge displayed here in the photos and aerial map. Kate and Carnell exited their vehicles and sat on the park bench along the river. Within minutes of their arrival, Carnell and Kate were both shot between 5:08 and 5:15 p.m. Two kayakers arrived at the pull-off lot north of the Lorraine Road Bridge within minutes at approximately 5:18 p.m. and observed the victims. The two witnesses immediately called 911 and our officers were dispatched to the scene. In the last 2 weeks, numerous investigative interviews have been conducted. However, we continue to seek the public's help in gathering information that could be pertinent to this investigation. We have continued to be in contact with the immediate family members of Catherine Brown and Carnell Sledge. As we conduct the investigation, we are using all available resources to bring justice of the victims of this tragedy. We continue to use all available resources in this investigation with the support from the Cleveland Division of the FBI and the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office. I'd now like to introduce Special Agent in charge of the Cleveland Division of the FBI, Eric Smith.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eric Smith. I am the Special Agent in charge of the Cleveland Division of the FBI. I want to start by thanking the Cleveland Metroparks and the Cleveland Metroparks Police Department for their partnership and their professionalism in our collective pursuit of justice for Kate Brown and Carnell Sledge. As Chief Dolan has already laid out some of the publicly releasable facts in this unsolved case, I would like to ask the public for assistance. The area known as the pull-off lot north of the Lorraine Road Bridge in the Cleveland Metroparks Rocky River Fairview Park Reservation is in a highly trafficked area, especially in the late afternoon and early evening weekday hours. There are numerous joggers, walkers, bicyclists, kayakers, and even vehicles cutting through the area to avoid interstate backups, and this is true for this area on any given day. Tuesday, June 4th, was a nice, warm, early evening, temperatures in the mid-70s, and accordingly, there were plenty of people and plenty of activity in the park. We're asking the public to take a look at the maps displayed here. If you were in the area on the evening of Tuesday, June 4th, between 4:30 and 5:30 p.m., please contact law enforcement immediately. You may have seen something that will give us the key to solve this investigation. A critical piece of information that will lead us to who is responsible for this horrific double homicide. You may think that what you saw was nothing or was unrelated. We are asking you not to dismiss anything. Let law enforcement make that decision, and we need your assistance. Reward money has been offered by the FBI up to $20,000 and by Crime Stoppers up to $2,500 for tips that lead us to the identification and prosecution of the person or persons responsible. Tips can remain anonymous and can be provided to Cleveland Metroparks, the Cleveland FBI, or Crime Stoppers. We want to hold the individuals accountable that have committed this horrific act, and we also want to provide answers to Kate and Carnell's family and friends. We're now happy to take a few questions.
For you and the Chief, Metroparks Police initially indicated that people should not be concerned. If you have not identified a suspect, why should people not be concerned? Shouldn't people be concerned that there's someone out there that killed two people in Metroparks in broad daylight?
Violent crime in the parks is extremely rare, and we have 90 officers sworn, part-time and full-time, that are patrolling the parks and will continue to do so. The last homicide that the parks had was 2 decades ago.
But are you not concerned that this happened in broad daylight with kayakers and bicyclists and people traveling through the metro parks?
Concern is a good word to use, but again, be vigilant. If you see something, say something, and our officers will continue to patrol the parks.
Has anything in their computer or their phones revealed anything about anyone that they were having trouble with?
I can't talk about anything in that regard due to the ongoing investigation.
Are there any cameras that would be in the area of the metro parks or the entrance or the exits to, the city on either side?
Again, I can't discuss what type of evidence we have at this point.
Are you getting much of a response to the initial offers of rewards like, or are you needing, I guess, even more info and discussion?
We are receiving tips, and we are looking into every lead that is called in. That's why we're here today, to encourage people to call, even if it's something that they don't think is important or that we already know. Still come forward and call if you know anything. It could be very helpful.
Can you say how many you've received roughly at this point?
No.
In terms of their relationship, could you explain the relationship that they had and if they were going there to bike or to go on a walk, or do you know?
I'm not sure why they were there that day. I do know that they were friends and had been friends for several years, over 10 years. But I'm not sure on that day why they were meeting there.
Can you say what type of friends they were? Were they romantically involved? Or
Not that we're aware of, no.
How were you able to narrow down that timeline to decide or expect heinous when the shooting actually occurred?
So again, that's going to come back to some of our investigative leads as to why we know that time.
Why is the FBI involved in the double homicide?
That's a great question. I would say that this sort of goes back to partnerships. It's not it's probably an overused expression, but this is a police cooperation matter. This is a violent crime in a public area. And to your question earlier, sir, this could have happened at somebody's doorstep. It could have happened in somebody's vehicle. It could have happened in somebody's residence. Unfortunately, it happened on a beautiful sunny day in a public area, and that's why we're involved. We're happy to help our law enforcement partners pursue justice in this matter, and we're eager to provide any assistance, whether investigative, analytical, or technical.
So we see the aerial map that shows the relationship between the park bench where this happened and the Metro Parks police station. Is there anything you can infer from that this person was bold enough to do something like this with a police station down the road and people visiting the park at that time of day?
I think that leads us to why we're here today. We have pursued multiple lines of effort and multiple lines of investigative rigor on this case. But the one we've not yet pursued is that to reach out to the public and ask them for their assistance. And I think anybody who would be brazen enough to do that on a day like that is somebody that we need to pursue, especially actively.
Right now, we're looking at all avenues. We haven't ruled anything out, so.
Do you have any reason to believe that this was specifically targeted? Anything that makes you think more so that that's the case versus looking at other motives?
No, we're looking at everything right now.
I think we could also say that we have no reason to believe it was particularly random either.
I'm sorry, Eric, did you say that you don't think it's particularly random? Because that sets up a whole other, if it's random and you're walking your children in the park, that's different if you have somebody in mind who you think that they may have been connected to someone.
Correct. We have no reason to believe that it was random, and we have no reason to believe until we have the individuals in custody that we can identify for sure what the actual motive was. So we will just wait to see how the investigation pans out. But right now, this appears to be, again, somebody that did something in a very brazen way, in a very specific way, in a very beautiful day on June 4th, and that's why we're asking the public for their assistance to come back and so we can identify any additional leads that may be out there so we can pursue all additional avenues of investigative approach.
Do you suspect this is one person? Could it be more than one person? Is there only one weapon used based on
Yeah. So, again, we're not going to discuss if it was suspects or suspect at this point. still part of the investigation.
Has any of the forensic evidence given you an idea of which one of the two was killed first?
Again, we're not going to talk about evidence that was recovered from the scene at this point.
So Chief, what would you say to the people that do have some concern about going into the mental health right now?
I would say be vigilant, and if you see something, say something. And the parks are a great place to go. It's summer, it's beautiful, it's,
Do
you
they
know,
have any concerns?
I don't think so, no.
Thank you, Don.
Can I,
One last question.
were any of the belongings taken, were they also robbed in addition to shot?
Again, that comes back to evidence, and I'm not going to discuss what evidence was recovered from the scene and what was taken.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your help in getting it out to the public and hopefully it's listening to more information.
Thank you.